I've been talking a little bit about Ed Miliband.
Oh, yeah. How did that end up?
He was trending on Twitter, but so was Kim Kardashian's arse. And I don't know about you, but I know which one I'd rather watch eat a bacon sandwich. Kim Kardashian's famous because her father was a lawyer who defended O.J. Simpson in the O.J. Simpson murder trial. He did this while Kim Kardashian's mother was Nicole Brown Simpson's best friend. And then he died of cancer. And then his daughter went on to marry Kanye West, the man who murders music. So it's full circle, really.
OK, back to Ed Miliband. We've all had a lovely look at someone's bum.
I can just imagine Ed Miliband watching this and going, when are they going to talk about me? The Band-Aid are getting back together again. Bob Geldof said he got a call from the UN. Imagine he's got, like, a bat phone or something. So they're going to do a song to raise money for Ebola.
Apparently, they've changed the lyrics because because it's to raise money for Ebola specifically. So instead of Bono singing, well, tonight, thank God it's them instead of you, well, tonight, we're reaching out and touching you, which is the worst possible idea if someone has Ebola.
Tonight, we're reaching out at you.
Kirsty, are you excited about the lineup?
I don't really know.
I'll tell you. It's good. It's One Direction, Ed Sheeran, Bastille, Ellie Goulding.
I actually think that sounds quite good.
I think it'd be all right, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good lineup.
Yeah.
You in it, Jamie? You in the
suit? I knew you were going to ask me that. No, I'm not in it.
But you've just done a charity single, haven't you? You've just done the one for
I did the God Only Knows thing for the BBC, yeah, for Children in Need.
Why is it always like a charity single? Why don't they do, like, charity crisps?
I did Jimmy Concani. Does that mean nothing to you? The Walkers campaign for Comic Relief a couple of years ago. Yeah, that literally happened.
Oh, did it?
That is a thing that happened. It was me, Frank Skinner and Al Murray and a bunch of us.
And me.
Oh, was it?
Sean Cocktail. I think it'd be good if songs could actually change things, make things better. They were like a powerful force.
Well, what would you change?
Well, I'd go to North Korea, go to Kim Jong-un, and say, look, unless you stop your nuclear tests, I'll get Katie Melua, One Direction, Ed Sheeran, and Miley Cyrus, and we're going to do a hell of a song. So, change your ways, Kim Jong-un.
We've landed on the moon, haven't we?
Near enough, I'd say. Is that near enough? It's an incredible story, isn't it?
Apparently, yeah. We've landed a fridge on a comet. They said it was the equivalent of throwing a hammer in London and hitting a nail in Delhi.
Yeah, they've sort of done quite a lot of that stuff in the papers, trying to make us understand what's going on. So they said this was an incredible feat. It's like a golfer sending a golf ball 4 times round the Earth and still managing to score a hole-in-one.
I don't understand that, because the hole-in-one is the least impressive part of that. It's the fact that they've sent it round the world, isn't it? The hole-in-one at the end is irrelevant, surely.
You'd be pissed off if you sent a ball around the world 4 times and then someone went, didn't even go in. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Because another one of them was that it's like getting a fly to land on a bullet. And if you're taking Jamie's logic, the impressive thing about that would be persuading a fly to do that.
Joe, you're often surrounded by flies. What do you make of this probe landing on a comet?
Well, it's got a decent sat-nav, hasn't it? Because my one's so I wouldn't mind the one they use, because it got to a pissing comet. I can't even get to Guildford without it going around the pissing one-way system. So...
It did go around the Earth 3 times. I think you'd be a bit pissed off if you sat-nav.
My car's diesel.
Kirsty, were you excited by the comet?
It doesn't really do it for me. No, it doesn't really do it. Plus, they called it, what was it, 67p? Well, that's rubbish, isn't it? If you really want to engage people, don't name it after something in budgeons that, you know, is on the pound shelf. I think
it's a bargain if it's on the pound shelf. 67p, Joe would be all over that.
You know, when you're trying to find analogies to show how difficult it is, there must be better ones, like it's like getting a photograph of the Queen having a Brazilian.
Yeah, Yeah, no, that's how difficult, yeah.
It's like having sex with a woman.
It's like when you're drunk on holiday and you're jumping into the pool and you want to land right on the lilo. Slip into the water every time.
But this would be like jumping out of the plane that's flying you to your holiday destination and landing in the pool on the lilo and catching a drink as you...
It's like trying to find £1 in the car park so you can buy a can.
Joe, what do you make of this scandal?
Well, I was a bit gutted that we didn't get the 2018, because I'm a big football fan, actually. The only thing that annoys me about going to football is, you know, when you're in the crowd and they pan on someone in the audience, they just wave. I think that's a waste. I think if the camera panned on me at a football game, I wouldn't wave, I'd pull a tooth out.
And that's what you think of the corruption?
Oh, there's corruption, is there?
Well, they said there's no corruption, but we think there is.
We think there might be.
I just think, what place, a joyless place to have a great football tournament. I mean, it's an utterly joyless country who funds ISIS, don't they?
I wouldn't wind them up, then.
No.
I should say there's no evidence for Qatar funding ISIS. Joe, no offence, mate, but you look as if you might be joining.
Yeah.
John, would you go to the World Cup? If it was in Qatar, would you go?
No, I wouldn't, no. I like a drink, and if I've had a drink, something homosexual might happen, and that's two risks that I can't take.
Sorry, just talk me through that again. So you like a drink, I know you like a drink, and if I've had a drink, something homosexual might happen.
I can't...
No, I like a drink, but I'm normally pretty sure... You're saying you can't rule it out?
I can't rule it out, can I? Just saying, if England win 3-0, and I've had a few pina coladas, we get back to the hotel, there's a jacuzzi... I don't want to end up in prison for having a good time.
Why are you looking right at me?
The whole thing about FIFA is we invented football, the Football Association rule book, you know, we created football and we gave it away. We should be in charge of where the World Cup is.
Oh, we think, can we get it back?
Well, we could if we invented a new version of it.
What? Come on.
I've come up with.
OK.
Footballs.
Footballs, all right. What's the difference? What's the...
2 balls on the pitch. Simple. So you've always got goals at either end going on all the time. Yeah, and one player on your team is actually playing for the other team. But you don't know which one it is. It's just change it around a bit and then take football back. Footballs.